The world order has been changing out there pretty rapidly, and the situation seems to be deteriorating. But there's no shortage of armchair quarterbacking about how we should respond in the moment. But the best leaders are going to tell you pretty consistently now is not the time to play someone else's game. It's time to play yours. I'm Hector, and after years of leadership in both the public and private sectors, working at senior levels of government, and being elected, I've dealt with some really challenging people: the bullies, the blowhards, and frankly, the complete bastards. They come out of nowhere with their nonsense, and they probe and they test and they look for what you have and what you stand for and how they can make you hurt and how they can exploit you. And they just want whatever they can get. They don't even know why they want it, they just are. But in reflecting and dealing with the little tyrants that he had to deal with, Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, said, "The best way to avenge yourself is to just not be like that." So over the years, I received some great advice on not living life like that. And I worked with some exceptional leaders and watched how they handled pressure and conflict and irrational actors. And the strategy I wanted to share with you today won't just change how you think about the global situation, it'll change how you deal with your own personal tyrants. And this is it. You don't have to respond to everything. Seriously, just because someone's screaming at you and sending letters from lawyers and running their mouth in the media or online, you do not need to respond. If you get this right, it's an incredibly powerful strategy, probably one of the most powerful tools you ever add to your toolkit. Because when you choose not to react, when you set aside the pressure and the emotion, you take back control. You're playing your game, not theirs. Suddenly, to everyone, their attacks look weak. The blows just bounce off you, almost unnoticed. They become small and irrelevant, and you decide when or if they matter at all, but not until you are ready. And there's something else to add to this, and it's Mark Twain captured it really well. He said, "Never argue with stupid people because they will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience." And the same applies for irrational actors. They may or may not be stupid, but the game they're playing is their game. It's not yours. And in high pressure moments, soldiers and athletes and professionals, all kinds will tell you the same thing: stay calm, stay resolute, and move when you are ready. There's another really important quote here from Napoleon that I think about a lot, and that is, "Never interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake." Ironically, that's what Wellington used against him at Waterloo, and it worked. Because when you don't react, you're not just taking back control, you're giving your opponent space to overplay their hand. If they've made you an enemy, they've probably made others and will make others. They'll burn through the goodwill, they'll wear out their allegiances, and they may undercut their entire strategy by overreacting. And that's the lesson. When our opponents are being tactical, we must be strategic, choosing our battles based on our strengths. Just like the three little pigs. They didn't panic, they didn't engage, they stayed in their strategically chosen brick house, and when the wolf made the mistake of climbing down the chimney, he falls into the boiling pot. The moral there was that through patience and discipline and playing to your strengths, you can persevere through anything and anyone.